Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The game is obviously the best of all time, but it hasn't been without its quirks. On release there were some strange animations, the, at the time, unpopular addition of Molotovs, fewer guns than we have now, and God forbid, no music kits.
Now you mad. Now you mad, nerd. Why you mad, bro?
10 years on and we have a perfectly balanced game. But it's taken quite a bit to get there, so let's remember some of the most wacky periods in CSGO's lifespan. In 2012 they added competitive matchmaking, which while not wacky, did decrease our standard of living an ungodly amount.
How could this happen to me? I'd like to miss shots.
The game was still pretty bare bones by 2013, with Deathmatch and everyone's favourite map Mirage added by the halfway point. They added in the A1S too, which at the time wasn't overpowered, we promise. Anyway, let's talk about some guns that truly were overpowered through the years. Let's start with the Tech 9. We could fill a whole video with Tech 9 clips from back in the day. It was barely even worth winning gun rounds, you just knew they'd run you down and one-tap you with Tech 9s afterwards.
How is he not dead yet? Alu on the other side, tearing his headshot! You've got to be kidding, he picks up 4 kills! That's impossible!
Imagine like today's MP9, but with more damage in exchange for it giving you RSI if you tried to fire as quickly. The CZ75. Now, this gun has had so many nerfs throughout the years that it's barely recognisable, and it's still kind of viable. It used to one-tap to the head, yes, genuinely. It used to be cheaper, give more kill reward, be pulled out faster, at one point it had a lower clip, and it was more accurate. Why anyone ever used a rifle is beyond me. Speaking of which, the UMP was quietly broken for ages, but once people figured it out, it spawned a very fun meta, where the UMP was great at mid-range and close range, had a kill reward of only half its price, and great move speed. It was really fun.
A little bit of a headshot on Carrigan, 2 and another one on Device. Easy peasy all day there for Get Right. Hasn't even reloaded, lands another headshot on Sipnix. Is it really going to be a UMP? Surely not. He sprays it.
The AWP used to be even better too. You can thank Kenny S for that one. The Negev used to be overpowered as well, and you actually believed me, didn't you? You almost did. Fools. It used to be a lot better than it is now though, with insane stopping power, loads of bullets and a massive fire rate. Of course, nobody used it because it costs almost 6k and kicked like a fucking mule. The Scout used to be accurate while jumping? Apparently somebody thought that needed to happen, Christ knows why. Oh, and we almost forgot the Organ SG meta. Ugh. Nobody outside of the hipsters wanted to use them, despite their obvious power, so Valve buffed them to cost just $50 more than the other rifles. Suddenly everybody was an expert. Still, at least the R8 was never overpowered. I mean, it's not like Valve would ever release a gun that cost $800, could one-shot from any distance without a headshot.
No. Oh no!
Anyway, enough about broken guns, let's talk about a broken game. Do you remember the crouch jump bug when you could jump spot without being seen? Or what about when you could see the hole of short by standing on your mate's head on A, Olaf? Or when sometimes smokes just wouldn't put out Molotovs, that was good. The coach bug, the no visible gun bug, the bug where NA managed to win a major. That one was a feature, supposedly.
Not a bug.
No. No.
For those of you who are somewhat new to CSGO, you might not remember the old Inferno. For those of you who aren't, this will be a nostalgic trip down banana.
Freiberg does return, picks off Pronax. He's still here though, and he's going for more. 2 big frags. The third man is here, however, and Freiberg has to back.
That's weird. Those guns sounded a little strange. Oh, of course, yeah, that's right. They changed them for some reason. 6 years on, and we're sure there was a reason, we just have never figured out what it was. Overpass has had a whole load of changes, and it's fair to say it's had a massive facelift. It used to be an ugly little duckling. Mirage has a bench it never used to have. Dust 2 has had the doors flipped and very little else. Nuke used to have a path going to heaven around the top of the map. Did we imagine this? It's like a fever dream, some like collective delusion. It looks so fucking weird. Perhaps the biggest glow up is Vertigo. Vertigo used to be a meme. You could drop from like one spawn to the other in seconds. Believe it or not, the current version is miles better. If there was just one change we could roll back though, it was the ability to talk to the enemy team at halftime and at the end of the game.
Shut the hell up, turn off your hacks.
I mean, that's how we learnt so many different swear words in so many different languages.
So, und jetzt weiß ich, warum du so rumleckst, wenn du hackst. Du kleiner... So, geht deine Mutter...
Percolate. There's been so many changes through the years that to not take up your whole day, we've had to zip through them here. We've probably missed some wild, wacky and downright insane changes, so make sure you tell us how stupid we're being in the comments. Oh, do you remember when they made Cobblestone like Halloween themed for some reason? Are we having another fever dream?